Welcome back to the most informative channel on YouTube. My name is Bedtime, alright? I'm the best matchmaker on YouTube, the best predictor of fights on YouTube. Mackenzie Dern hit me up last week as well. I've got that going for me. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm a bit of an expert in MMA, alright? And today I'm going to teach you how to be the best UFC fan possible. If you're new to the sport or if you're just kind of getting into it, I'm here to tell you how to be a great UFC fan, alright, boys? Starting things up, because I deal with a lot of UFC fans, alright, and MMA fans in general, so this is how you do it, alright? First of all, why become a UFC fan, right? You got to sell people on this stuff, right? So, number one, the UFC is the most logical, best MMA promotion in the world. They make the best matchups all the times. They care about the fans and what the fans want and what the rankings say as well. That's one thing I really like about the UFC is how much they respect the rankings and how much sense the rankings make. You don't get that in a lot of other promotions, right? Another thing that I like about the UFC, they treat the fighters great, okay? They treat the fighters great. They pay them well. They treat them like more than employees, you know what I mean? It's really good to see. And another reason why I become a fan, the UFC is full of wholesome fighters like John Jones, Conor McGregor, Greg Hardy as well. He was a great fighter that I really liked watching, man. This is him when he ran into a punch on accident. Happens to the best of us, you know. But yeah, dude, the UFC is full of fun, wholesome characters that everybody can get behind and everybody loves. You know, so that's why I recommend becoming a UFC fan. Now that you've done it, now maybe you're already here. Maybe you don't need to be convinced. Step one to being a good UFC fan. You never predict a fight wrong. Now, this is one that a lot of people miss, okay? To be a good fan, you have to never make a bad pick, okay? That means that you know every outcome that's going to happen, all right? Make sure you let others know when they picked a fight wrong as well. That's a really big part of being a UFC fan. If somebody dares to pick a fight wrong, maybe their time machine wasn't working that day or something, and they pick the wrong fighter in a 50-50 equation, in the highest level of combat, make sure that you let them know and you really rub it in and make sure that they don't do that again, because we know that real UFC fans, we never get fights wrong. Ever, dude. We saw every single thing coming. I mean, I sure hope that this UFC fan right here is about to pick Bilal Muhammad by 50-45 decision, because if he's not picking him, what a fucking idiot. Am I right, dude? Like, imagine not picking Bilal in this fight, dude. Couldn't be me, bro. But, you know, some keys to picking fights really well as well. Make sure you pick whoever you like more. So that's one thing you really want to do if you're picking fights. You definitely want to pick the guy you like better. You want to make it really personal against the guy that you're picking against. So you really want to shit on him. You want to call out his family values. You really want to just make it out like he's the worst fighter that ever existed if you're a fan. And you definitely want to call out YouTubers that are picking against you. You want to make sure that you bombard their comments. You want to make sure you DM them the second a fight ends and let them know that they were wrong if they picked against you. And regardless of their reasoning, you want to make sure that you troll the fuck out of them. Make sure you spam clown emojis, trash emojis, salt emojis. That will really make sure that they know you're a real deal UFC fan. Alright? Moving on. Step 2. You want to support the good fighters, alright? You want to pick good quality character fighters, alright? If you're a real MMA fan, you don't support these absolute nerds, these cucks like Marab and Bilal Muhammad and Benil Dariush, who have, morals, yeah, values, dude. They're family, bro, yeah? Oh, you don't want to fight for the belt? You're friends? That's fucking lame, dude. I like real fighters. I like guys who aren't cucks, like Sean O'Malley, who's so alpha he goes on a podcast and says his girl got fucked by other guys, dude. You know what I mean? I like Israel Adesanya. He's a real man. You know what I'm saying, dude? I get down with Ian Machado, Gary. What do you guys know about changing your last name to your girl's last name? That's some real alpha male shit, bruh. None of this, I don't want to fight for the belt, we're brothers. Nah, bruh. These are real men, dude. Another really good type of fighter to support. Make sure you support guys like John Jones, man, because everybody makes mistakes. You know, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes in life. John Jones made some little mistakes in his life, you know, minor errors, really. Happens to the best of us. I actually did a hit and run last week, you know what I mean? Like, it happens to everybody, so make sure that you guys just give fighters second chances as well, dude. That's a huge part of being a UFC fan, bro. You really want to pick carefully who you support and who you don't support, bro. Because guys like this, I will never support guys like this, dude. This is the lamest shit you can do, bro. I like real men like Sean O'Malley and Israel Adesanya, alright? Moving on to my next slide. I don't know what my next slide is here. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. Step 3. You want to take the fights really seriously. Okay. This is how you go from a mid-level UFC fan to the highest level, dude. All right. Real fans, we got to be ride or die for our favorite fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not good enough to say, oh, I think this guy's gonna win, man. But I like both guys. Nah, bro. That's fake, bro. You're not a real fan, dude. Real fans, you gotta make your favorite fighter your entire personality, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how you become a real fan. Is you gotta make their life your life, dude. Okay? Because just because these fighters don't know you exist and they don't care, you should still defend them everywhere you go, and you should lie to yourself and others about their flaws because that has statistically proven to help their careers, bro. Okay? These are some unrelated images. Don't pay attention to the images. I just wanted pictures to like spice up the PowerPoint. But yeah, dude, you definitely want to go around pointing out minor statistics that prove that your favorite fighter is the best, or in some cases, if they lose, you want to make sure that you completely deny them losing, and you really want to defend their honor as if they are a personal friend or family member. That's a really good way to boost your favorite fighter and be a true fan. Us real fans, we're diehard, dude. We ride or die for our boys, bro. But don't pay attention to these images, dude. Okay, these have again. Do not pay attention to. I just found these on stock photos. I don't know who these guys are. But yeah, dude, make sure that you're defending these fighters with your life, bro, because it will help their career if you lie about their flaws. All right. Moving on, step 4. This is a really important one, dude. You want to respect others' opinions. Now, this is a really underrated one in the game. Not a lot of MMA fans know this trick, but the real ones do. Okay, so I wanted to let you guys know, right? MMA fans, one thing that you should be really good at is acknowledging other opinions and being super friendly to fans who like opposing fighters. Now, I know there's a lot of beef in the UFC. We've got those classic huge rivalries, the famous rivalries that we all know and love, like Derek Lewis versus Ngannou. What else, dude? Juliana Pena, Amanda Nunes, the money fight, the biggest trilogy in UFC history. Us real fans know there's beef there. But for these lesser fights, you really want to try and squash the beef. You want to be respectful because your favorite fighters are usually very respectful, right? So here's some tips on how to be more friendly as a fight fan. Here's an example I thought of. If you're a Khabib fan, you should go to New York because us real fans, we kind of know that's where Conor and Khabib had the bus incident, right? That's where the beef was. If you're a Khabib fan, you should go to New York and you should put up the letter C with your hand. Just throw up the letter C with your hands and call out to show respect to Conor fans who might be in the area, and you will actually make friends, dude. This is a crazy tip that not many people know. I actually went out in the streets and interviewed some Conor fans. You can see over here, they were wearing red that day. It's all love. If a Khabib fan can show respect to us, the Irish are back. See, dude? So make sure that you try things like this. Make sure that if you're a Gilbert Burns fan, you go to Chicago where Bilal is from and you throw up B's to show respect to Bilal, and you might make some new friends. At the end of the day, guys, MMA is not that serious, dude. We got to make sure that we're super respectful to each other because all the real MMA fans are respectful to each other, okay? Last one. This is really, really important, dude. All right. Step 5. You need to know more than the fighters and the analysts, okay? So over here, we have the physically weakest MMA fans on the earth. These guys are the weakest people who watch MMA. Everyone else is stronger and more Chad than them. But listen, dude. As an MMA fan, this is what I know. You have to know better than the fighters, the coaches, the analysts. And one thing that's really important is you should always be trying to message your favorite fighter and tell them how to win their next fight if they lose. They might not know, dude. They might not know to put their hand up if they got knocked out. So you might want to message them and actually say, hey, bro, make sure you block that punch. I wouldn't have got hit with that punch. If you would have done it better, it's probably true, dude. So you should probably let them know so that they can actually perform better. Because if you look at these stats over here in this chart, I've actually summarized this into a chart. The average UFC fan watches approximately 6 hours a week of MMA. So they're doing MMA basically for 6 hours a week, right? It's basically the same thing. Whereas MMA fighters, they only do it 15 minutes a week when we see them, right? And that's like, if it's on the prelims, it doesn't even count towards the statistics. So realistically, MMA fans, you should know more about the sport than the fighters and the coaches, dude. So this is everything that you need to be a good UFC fan. Let me know what you guys think down below. What are some of your tips and tricks to be a really good MMA fan? What's your favorite experience with a fellow MMA fan? And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe, boys. Um, Go follow me on Instagram as well at Bedtime MMA, dude. Having huge giveaway over there of a secret item. So make sure you go check out my story, bro, because I'm giving away something huge to all my favorite UFC fans. Make sure you don't miss out on that. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you do all that stuff. I appreciate all the support lately, boys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.